Alright, here we go. This should be it. I'm gonna try to beat her without taking damage, just for the fun of it. I don't know if Calming Sea works, like counts, but guess we'll find out. I honestly don't even remember a lot about this fight. Remember it not being very hard, though. I wonder if I can use this. Well, the answer is yes. That was kind of a joke. Nice, you do get something. Witch Princess. Incense. Okay, so, final trophy. All we gotta do is get the bad ending. I said stay back. That is an order. Sister Samilla, what will you do? What is this treason? Whose side are you on? Her devilish rituals are turning our people into plants. Is that what you want for us? To become part of this accursed forest? Listen, all I said was, I want to kill her, not you. I just fought her. She's ruined my body. She's the cause of our misery. Your Highness, the witches are heretics. Your only role in this world is to kill them. Disappear from my sight. Okay, but listen, I just killed her. Princess Amelia, what have you done? What were you ordered to do? We've seen enough of this. Please, no more, Your Highness. You can't dispose of others just because they are different. I am sure we can find some common ground without further violence. Are you implying we let witches walk free? Their existence goes against the wills of the saints you are meant to protect. I would sooner embrace death than sin. Is being alive such a sin? What a disappointment you've turned out to be. Well, we blew it. She gone. So anyway, I started blasting. Royal Castle of Hermesia 1 week later. Your Highness, the Archduke from Renilla has arrived. Renilia. How's she alive? Your High... I heard you clearly the first time, Camphor. Is there anything I can... The nun who spared me, have they found her? Not yet. There aren't enough men for the job. Your Highness, we must get going. This castle isn't safe. We abandoned the castle. Then what? The entire city of Oromir as well? I cannot understand why the Sacred Office would call for a truce with the witches. I do not understand why those nuns sympathized with my sister. Why is any of this happening to me? 'Cause you suck. Got her. I was one of the blades sent by the church to execute the witches responsible for the ceremony. Under the veil, I was Sister Samilla. It's been some time since the war. Things have been changing slowly. Yet no amount of change can undo the past. All we can do is learn from it. I still carry with me the memory of those days. The corpses. The smell of blood. I wish to forget it all, save for one. The memory of a precious flower. A delicate, gentle flower. Sister Samilla. Huh. So, like, I don't know what I think of the endings. It's really odd. There's our plat. The endings are very odd. Like, the first game had just a bad ending and a good ending, but this is just like two different endings. I'm sad that there's no, like, I don't know, like the final boss is more of just a story thing. It's not really like a harder boss. The harder boss is at the end of the gauntlet. But yeah, like, it's weird. Like, both endings are kind of bad in a way. So I don't know which one we're supposed to take as like canon, or if we're supposed to just say, you know, both of them are endings you can choose. But it's just kind of weird because the first game did have like a real ending. So I just expected this game to have like a real ending. So I don't know, it's weird. But anyways, good game still. Good game overall. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I liked this one or Momodora better. I think I liked Momodora better, to be honest. This one, I think, tried to get a bit more into the lore of like the world, because it seems like they want to keep creating more games in this kind of like world of Momodora Minoria. But like, I don't know, I kind of wish it had just stayed with the more basic graphics and just improved on the gameplay instead of trying to like make it more modern. I think it's more charming being a 16-bit venture, and then you could just try to take some of the gameplay elements they added in this one and add it to Momodora, but keep it looking like Momodora. But I didn't like hate the graphics or anything. I just think it was a bit more clunky because of that. It felt better near the end though, once you had all the abilities, but the beginning of the game felt really clunky. Also, this game felt shorter, and there was like less bosses, which again I feel like we're giving up certain things in order for the game to look better, and I just think like that's not necessary. Momodora looked great, just keep it like that, and just improve on things and put more in the game instead of trying to make it look nicer and then take away things. So, but anyways, it's still good. I still enjoyed it a lot. These games are really nice, just like bite-sized indie games that you don't have to invest a ton of time into. You can just play it, enjoy it, and move on. And so I like that a lot about them. They don't try to be more than they are or try to give it like infinite replayability or anything. It's just, here it is, play through it. You can play through New Game Plus. Momodora had I don't know if this game has it. Maybe it does. Momodora had a difficulty where everything killed you in one hit, so that was kind of the post-game crazy challenge. This game, I think, just has New Game Plus. I don't know if there is a crazier difficulty or not. But you do still get the items for damage listing the bosses, so that's cool. But, yeah. Anyways, cool game. Let's jump over to the trophy quest real quick and put this one in. All right, so Minoria, this was a project that I wanted to do, but it was donated by Livestream, so thank you, Livestream. The difficulty of this plat, it was definitely easier than Momodora. Momodora didn't have a plat, but we got 100% of the trophies. And that was definitely harder. This one was quite a bit easier. I don't think there was really anything of super note. Really just, do you have to beat this, yeah, you do. So this is the post-game quote-unquote super boss, but she's not that hard. But this is like the hardest boss. So this would probably be the hardest trophy. You don't even have to do New Game Plus, but you do have to get both endings. So you could just play through the regular game twice, or you can do New Game Plus. But New Game Plus is easier, so it doesn't really matter. You don't even have to collect all the collectibles, like all the coins. You don't even have to do that. So honestly, pretty easy trophy overall. I mean, the game itself is like, I mean, you do have to kind of learn the combat, but I don't know. I don't even think I can give it any more than like a 2.5, honestly. Pretty easy trophy overall. I even kind of want to give it a 2, but I'm looking at some of these other games that I gave a 3. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2. I think it's even easier than that. Fun-wise, it was alright. Again, we're missing a lot of the stuff that Momodora had, like getting all the collectibles and beating the game with the you can die in one hit mode. It only makes you do one boss without taking a hit, and you can just do the first boss, who's pretty easy to beat without getting hit. So yeah, I mean, there's just not a lot here. There's a lot of like potential for this game as well. You could totally have some really cool trophies in this game. It's a very short game, so something like a speedrun trophy would work really, really well. There's even some like skips you can kind of do and like find on your own to make the routing through the castle a bit nicer. So I think a speedrun trophy would have gone really far. And you know, I know I'm a bit biased being a speedrun guy, but like I think speedrun trophies are really awesome in general, even if you're not someone that likes speedrunning, because it forces you to like just get better at the game and understand more of the game. You don't have to literally speedrun it. Like usually speedrun trophies are very like they give you a lot of time, right? But it's just something where like you have to really learn. You have to stay on track and like go kind of plan a route through the castle. This is a Metroidvania style game for those that haven't played it. So kind of just learning a nice little route through the castle to get everything done and beating all the bosses in like 1 or 2 tries, something like that. So, you know, give them like 2 hours to beat the game, but just something to where like, you know, you have to kind of learn the game in order to get the trophy. Nothing crazy to where you have to like learn speed tech or anything, but just, you know, I think very easy speedrun trophies go a long way to just give a game more value. You could have also done like beat certain bosses with certain setups, or beat certain bosses without getting hit instead of just saying beat one. So there was a lot of like opportunity here for cool trophies. It's a Metroidvania and it's really short, so there's a lot of cool things they could have done, but unfortunately they're all like really simple. So, but they're definitely not bad. They just don't go the extra mile. So I'll give it a 6, maybe 6.5. Did it glitch? No. And what was our final time? Does the game tell us? Let's see. Eight hours and 6 minutes, and I believe that's my only save. So that's actually my first playthrough and my second playthrough combined, so that's perfect. That's exactly how much time it took. 8 hours, 6 minutes. So, there we go. That is Minoria, a great little game. Highly recommend it. It's usually super duper cheap, and it's just a fun little Metroidvania. You know, you can get the platinum in 8 hours, so yeah. Definitely recommend it. It's easy, but fun. And that is our 169th Platinum Trophy. Nice.